First of all, this was in my hair.
First of all, this was in my hair.
All right, so welcome back to yet another amazing, super awesome, probably the best YouTube channel you've ever seen in your life.
It's pretty good. We're back today doing something a little bit different. We decided to get out today and not really have a challenge, but we have a feeling. I'm not gonna say we're gonna catch mondos, but we have a feeling that a mondo can be caught in this place we're at.
We're gonna catch a mondo.
But this place is epic. It's a creek. It's secluded completely. We're out here in the middle of God's country. No phone service. It's just in the middle of nowhere.
It's just us and the wilderness and the elements.
It's two guys, two kayaks.
One superior fisherman, one inferior fisherman.
Places like this are awesome. You're literally in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods. I mean, out here just fishing. It goes back to just putting it as simple as it is. We're here to fish.
Don't get no more primal than that.
Oh, it doesn't. What's crazy too about this creek too, man, it's like we might be fishing in here now and it's gonna say, you're gonna think it sounds goofy when I say this, but dude, there could have been Indians fishing in this creek, living off of this creek at one point.
Pocahontas.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you could find Pocahontas. I don't know, dude, you must have forgot what day it is.
It's Mondo Day.
Dude, every day's Mondo season.
So basically, the way this water's looking right now, I actually thought it was gonna be a lot more dirty than it is.
It's actually pretty clear, surprising.
It's kind of clear considering it's a creek and we had a bunch of rain last week. It seems like a lot of the settlement, a lot of the sediment has settled down a little bit.
We're not in a river, we're not in the lake.
We're not in the
pond. This is creek fishing 101 for you guys.
Water's definitely cold, ice cold even. Don't know how the bite's gonna be. It probably could be super duper awesomely amazing, or it could be super duper terribly terrible, I guess.
The crazy thing about this place too is where we put in at, it's two creeks dumping into each other. We got the main creek, Stevens Creek, and then you have Turkey Creek dumping into it. But I don't know what it is about this spot. There's big fish in here.
Mondos. Maybe, probably not.
You ready to try to catch a mondo?
He's gonna hate it when I say this, watch. Bro, we're gonna catch nothing but big fish today.
You just ruined our day. Every time we say that, it ruins our day. We'll see, maybe this is the one video where we say it and actually come out on top.
Hey.
Almost got slapped with a paddle. All right, y'all, well, just to give you kind of an idea of what's going on too, this water might be clear, but it kind of skipped fall and went straight to winter temperatures around here. The water's already turned.
I'll count to 10, right? I'll make a count and I'll count to 10.
I hear you.
You want to doubt me? Watch this. Just watch.
I'm trying to tell them what we're fishing and stuff. I like how you threw in the spot I caught the one out of last time. Basically what we're doing though is the water temperature's kind of cooled off, so throwing baits that move really slow and you can really feel what's going on. Jigs, shaky heads, Texas rig. It's crazy, man. I can feel the weight hit the bottom. Like on the first initial sink, I feel it hit the rock. Uh-oh, buddy. Uh-oh, buddy. Here you go, fool. Dude, for real. For real, for real. I'm serious, dude. Yes, look at my line. That's how you get payback, y'all. He fooled me a minute ago saying, look, he still thinks I got a fish on. That's how you get payback, homie. Dude.
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, I was messing around with him. I didn't even have a fish on. Dude, that's crazy, man. I was literally just like pulling your leg and my line started swimming. I got a spot on, y'all. I was literally messing around with you, dog. Like I did not have a fish on. I was joking, like trying to get some payback. It's a spotted bass, dude. Walker acted like he set the hook on a fish a minute ago, so I was giving him payback. I literally stood up and was messing with him, and this little spot came by and decided to bite. Dude, it's cool. Knuckles, homie. Heck yeah, dude, first fish.
112. Almost a pound.
Still pretty good for a spot, dude.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
Well,
size.
there's 16 ounces in a pound, so that's actually almost 2 pounds.
I was just dragging that little rage tail across the bottom right there, and I was actually about to pull it out of the water and make another cast, and this thing just chomped it, and it happened so quick. What, 2 fish in 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's crazy,
Basically
dude.
what happened.
Let me try to get a close-up of that lateral line, dude. Y'all, this might be a bigger one. Nice spot, dude. Nice spot, homie. This is a good spot. Dude, this one's better than that one you got, I think, man. Dude, this is a good looking spot. Y'all, look at that hook set. right through the top of the mouth, right where it's supposed to be. Same thing, y'all, I was just dragging the shaky head like really slow on the bottom. I honestly didn't even feel the fish bite it. I just kind of eased up on my line, and seeing my line was swimming, I told Walker, I was like, dude, I got one. I got one. It's a good catch, dude.
All right, I got a bass. Yep, it's a good one. It's not a mondo, but it's a good size. Finally. And this is my second fish, but it's good to get one on film for once, you know what I'm saying? Golly, since today has like not been my day so far. Only for the fact that I already caught a fish and didn't get it on the GoPro, but this one I definitely got. That makes fish 4. This is a pretty good size. About the size of the one you had. Definitely gonna say this is probably about 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Not bad.
No, that's a good fish, dude. Did you get him on the shaky head?
Yeah, 2.2, you guys see that? 2.1, 2.2. It's going back and forth. All right, 2.1. That's not bad. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, dude, I saw the fish. Dang it. He must have been small if he didn't have that in his mouth, but I saw him. Woo, that was a definite bite for sure. I saw him in the water. He didn't look like he was all that big, so I'm not like super bummed. It would have been cool to catch him, but it's not like the worst thing that's ever happened. You know what I mean? Oh snap, 1, 2, 3. Got him. All right. Oh man, that's fish number what? 3 for me. Caught him on that little rage tail again. Whew, that's not a bad little mamma jamma. It's actually a really bad mamma jamma, to be honest. It's not that big. That's the name of the game when it comes to bass fishing. You never know what you're gonna catch. You just hope you catch something. And the matter of fact, I'm gonna put this bass back in the water because it's really, really cold. Thank you so much for letting me catch you. You're a pretty awesome fish. Bye-bye. Oh my God, it got caught on my finger. I tried to throw him in the water and he like bit down on my finger. It wouldn't let go. Dude, why does every fish I catch bite the tail off of this? It's the second fish that's bit the tail off of this. I had to get another one. That was on the rage tail. Get me out a freshie. Oh my God, look how juicy this thing looks. Oh yeah. Uh-oh, I got a fish already. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, dude. That was a definite fish. He tugged so hard. Might have been a small one, I don't know.
When you're fishing a lot of rocks like this, it's always good to make sure when you get hung up and stuff, you're checking your line, because you could get that one big fish on and your line's already frayed. It'll break a lot easier. What's crazy is I know that there's bigger fish in here for sure. And to see a 5 and a 4 last time we were here, it makes me wonder, like every time I see any kind of brush pile and there's so much cover in here, but any kind of trees, there could be a big fish because it's got you on your toes every cast you make because you don't want to mess it up. One thing I know without a doubt that's different in here than the last time we fished in here is the current is actually moving a lot better. And just a tip for you guys, if you're fishing anything with current, lake, it could be a river, it could be a creek like we're fishing, what I like to look for is spots where current's moving and there's a tree or something sticking out and it makes like a little, almost like a break in the current. And the reason I look for that kind of stuff is because these fish, what they'll do, if they're in kind of like a feeding pattern, if they're actually actively eating, they will sit with their face facing the current and just kind of wait for bait to come out in front of them. So those calm spots, those little breaks in the current, you really want to try to focus on when fishing current like this. There's a fish on it and it did the same thing that the other ones did. It just kind of subtly took it. I don't want to lose him, that's why I'm standing up. It's another, looks like another spot. No, he pulled off. Well, darn it. These fish, they're picking the bait up. You can't even feel them bite it. You just kind of notice your line swimming. But I know it was a spot. I seen the line through the water again. He wasn't as big as the other two. He was really small. He might not even had the hook in his mouth. Hey, it gives me hope. I'm okay with losing a fish. It just lets me know they still biting. That's right, I said it. They still biting. I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna get me 2, maybe. Maybe I even gonna get me 3. We gonna see. But yeah, so both the fish that I've actually caught, and Walker even said it too when I talked to him earlier, when they pick this bait up, they're not crunching it. It seems like they're just kind of sucking it into their mouth, just kind of swimming with it and trying to decide why they're swimming with it in their mouth, whether they actually want to eat it. I let that fish have it for a minute before, and I got a pretty decent hook set on him too. So I'll show you guys something. If you fish a shaky head a lot, you know this. That hook's in that part of the worm. So if they're picking this up and just kind of swimming with it in their mouth, when you go to set the hook, you're just pulling the worm basically right out of their mouth.
Not a lot of people would assume that you could come into a creek like this and catch bass. You can catch fish, but I doubt they think that you can come out here and catch a bunch of largemouth. And the fact that we got 3 spotted bass in the boat today, that's pretty sick all in its own right. So it's like, the fact that we have even caught 3 spots are insane, especially in a creek. Like, that's unheard of in my opinion. Oh, he's wrapped. He's wrapped. I see him though. He's wrapped around that tree. Get off the tree, come on. He's not a big one, but he's like wrapped all around this tree. There he is. See that? There's like a branch down there he's stuck on. Oh my God, no, he got off. No. You guys saw that, right? You can see him in the water. Again. 1. Oh my gosh. I think he's good. Oh, he's not. He felt like he was a lot bigger than that. Come here, boy. Boy, look, he is pissed. He's so mad. Look at him just spin. You're like a circus fish, boy. All right, we got you. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. I ain't gonna keep you. Little pecky head, boy.
I set the hook so weird on that fish. Stay with me, baby, stay with me. I don't want to lose this one. It's funny, Walker had one just now too, so that means we pretty much doubled up and he has no idea. Got a fresh one! That's a good fish though, y'all. I've had a couple fish, like I said, and I should have showed y'all how the fish was hooked. It was right in the corner. They're not picking it up all the way. They're kind of picking it up, putting it in their mouth, not really sure if they want to bite it is what it seems like, or want to eat it is what it seems like's going on. And I just got lucky with that one, I guess. Let this guy go. Y'all, this is what it's like to have a deaf friend. Watch this. Yo, I lost like 4 right there. Here's nothing I'm saying. Yo, I lost like 4 right there. Still hears nothing I'm saying. Yo, I lost like 4 right there. Still doesn't hear what I'm saying. Yo, I lost like 4 right there.
Oh, you did?
Finally heard me. You see how close he is now. Dude, I just showed the camera how deaf you are.
How what?
How deaf you are. How deaf you are. It's like every time you got a little bit closer, I would say it the same. I was like, there you go. Now you find this was like having a deaf friend.
What's the biggest fish you caught today?
I lost 5 fish right there.
That's what I'm saying. I lost.
And then
like
I lost a giant over there.
I lost 3.
You know what's going on, right?
And then I caught.
You figured it out? They're not eating, I don't think. They're biting off your pinchers?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to explain to the camera that I thought what's going on is they're picking it up, but they don't want to commit to eating it. They're just kind of swimming with it in their mouth at their own pace, no worry. So they're biting your pinchers off?
Yeah.
Y'all, my theory was right. Oh, snap, dude. Yeah. I wasn't ready for it, dude. Y'all, I got another fish on. I wasn't ready for it. I was sitting here talking to Walker. I love how, like, our friendship, you're not like, yeah, dude, good job, you got another fish. You're just like, oh yeah, pecker. Oh yeah, peckerhead. That's another spot, a peckerhead. Walker's just like, oh, you got another peckerhead? X-Baits Production. Got one. It's another spotted bass, y'all. This one's actually pretty good. Shake that head. Same thing with this fish, y'all, that I was doing earlier. Just dragging that shaky head. Let him have it for a minute. This fish is bleeding. This is one reason that I always have Mountain Dew. I'm gonna show y'all. You see that fish is bleeding right now? You see any blood? That's crazy, right? He's not like streaming blood anymore.
Y'all are about to think this is disgusting, but trust me, I do too. But when you gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go. And I'm not talking about a number 1, I'm talking about a number 2. I have to go. I can't hold it no more. I had to go before we got here. I thought I might be all right, but I gotta go. And we ain't got no TP. So I gotta use leaves to wipe my butt, man. I'm not kidding, I really gotta go. This is happening. I'm out in the middle of the woods, there ain't no bathroom out here. We're gonna be out here for a long time. I don't care what anybody's got to say about it. I gotta go.
Walker went poop in the woods. It gave me the courage to go do it myself. We've both been holding it since we got here. Well, I'm not proud of what just happened in those woods over there, but I feel way better.
Did you go and take a dump?
That's what I was about to tell you, dude. After I seen you do it, it gave me the strength and courage. I took off the pants I had underneath this and wiped with it. No, I had a pair of like Coca-Cola bedtime pants on.
Like pajamas?
Yeah, I feel better though, dude.
Got him. Finally, dude, it feels like I haven't caught a fish in forever, man. Look, another spotted bass. This thing is just littered with spotted bass. I don't understand it. It's like they're everywhere in here. All right! That's a good fish, man. I caught that on the rage tail. And you know what? I'm super stoked. For one, I hooked him in the roof of the mouth, if you guys can see that right there. And two, he didn't bite off my snappers this time. About time, dude. It's a decent sized fish. I want to say that's probably about a 1.5. You want to look in his mouth so you can see his tongue? I'm gonna go ahead and let this bad one go right now. Check it out. I'm sure you already know. Bass love cover. And if I'm seeing things right, there's a kayak right there in the water. The bass could be holed up underneath. All right, let's see if we can pull the mondo out from underneath that kayak. Oh my God, dude, that was a big one. The weight behind that fish, man. Yep, look at my line. He's got it, he's got it. You know how fast I got that fish out of the water, dude? That's funny how I've had so many bites in the last couple minutes. Dude, it barely hooked. He's barely hooked. He's like skin hooked right here. All right, that puts me at, I have no idea what number this is. I'm not gonna give you a whole bunch of detail about this. I was just fishing this the same way as the other ones, just dragging across the bottom. Please tell me you left my snappers on. Yes!
Dude, I think it's crazy how many fish we've hooked up to. Like, including the ones we've lost. That's a lot of fish. Another spot, dude. Well, y'all didn't really say anything, but that's another spotted bass for the win right there. Look at that eye. It's a good looking fish, y'all. I'm gonna get this guy back in the water. Same old deal, y'all. We're just dragging real slow, trying to throw up next to the wood and stuff. Cool. I think that's like 12 fish altogether. Why is it always the days we think aren't gonna be good end up being like fire?
Got him. Hold on, my line's in the water.
Go over, go over. That's crazy, y'all. I went through Walker's line. Dude, this might be the best one of today. Dude, this is a good spot.
Dude, that looks like the fish I caught. I wonder if that's the same one. Look for a hole in his mouth, on the roof of his mouth.
Dude, come check this out. Dude, this is crazy, y'all. I told Walker, I thought this was the bigger fish of the day. We're both throwing two different baits. If you look, my hook's right there. There's a hole right there. Look at this, dude. Mine's right there.
That fish looked just like the one I just had. You know why? It's because you were throwing something different. That's why.
That's a good looking fish, y'all. Was Walker's. It's mine now. Yo, I heard you've been brushing up on your magic.
I have. I even came up with my own little nickname. They call me Mondo Dini. You want to see a really cool trick? I can make this rod levitate.
I don't believe you, dude.
I can do it. Watch, watch, watch. Mondo Cadabra.
What?
Watch, make it come right back to me. Boom. You saw that, right?
Dude, that's pretty sick, right? Dude.
Watch, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna push it away and it's gonna come right back.
Dude, you gotta teach me that one.
Mondo Dini never reveals his secret. Dang. Dang it!
Yo, so if you just got done watching this video, it was definitely an epic day on the water.
Saying that we slayed some bass, like Chase said, is an understatement. That's putting it lightly.
We went out there today not expecting to, I mean, we expected to catch some fish. That's why we went to the spot. That's like another one of our secret spots, but I did not expect to catch that many fish, dude.
I didn't expect Chase to say the word spot 100 times.
Yeah, I did say spot a lot.
He said it a lot. But you know what? It goes to show because we caught a lot of spots.
Yeah, I think, what, 2 of the fish we caught today were largemouth, the rest were spotted bass?
Pretty much, it was like loaded with spotted bass.
Yeah, it was awesome, though.
And the thing about them spotted bass is they fight hard.
They do, dude.
They fight a lot harder than just any ordinary spotted bass.
We hope you guys enjoyed this one. We definitely enjoyed making this one.
Oh, for sure,
it was
man.
A good day out there.
It's fun sometimes to be able to go out and do something different. Today it was cool because we were able to go out into like a long creek, catch a whole bunch of bass. We both, both caught what, like 10 fish a piece? I don't even know.
Yeah.
We both took dumps in the woods.
Yeah. I forgot about that. We did do that.
He took a dump in the woods too.
Walker did it. It gave me strength.
I had to go, man.
I had
I'm
to too. And the thing about the spot we were in today, it's out in the middle of nowhere, you know. I think it's cool too. Like Walker stuck with what he was throwing the whole time, and I did too, just to show you guys. Like once they're on a pattern and you know, like okay, they're bottom feeding, you pretty much throw anything at them. So we wanted to show you guys, like, you don't have to throw this one style bait. It doesn't work that way. Sometimes it does. Sometimes they're finicky, but.
What were you throwing? You're throwing a June bug shaky head?
I was throwing June bug shaky head, yeah.
And I was throwing a black and blue rage tail with a bullet sinker on the end of that thing, Texas rig.
Yeah.
Like, we threw completely different things, and it was definitely bottom feeding all day. That's all they were hitting was the bottom. We didn't throw anything weightless. I threw a jig for a few minutes, didn't catch anything, but it's whatever, man. It's definitely a fun day. I enjoyed making this video, man. It's a very interesting video to make.
Yeah, it was fun.
I can tell you right now, whoever would have thought that we would be catching that many bass in December?
Yeah, I know. That's crazy too, man.
Like wintertime.
That's like, today felt like what your typical moving into springtime fishing's like. That's how it felt out there. It felt like a spring pattern. The fish were kind of up shallow, not really shallow, but they were feeding. They
were on them. At first, when we first got there, the bass were acting like they're kind of barely picking it up, and you couldn't really tell if there was in their mouth. And then later on, they were just hammering that thing. Like, I'm talking like absolute demolishing.
What's crazy about the picking it up part too is I figured that out, and Walker figured that out, and we both were thinking it, and then when we met back up, it was like, oh yeah, your pinchers are getting bit off? Well, I keep setting the hook, and they're swimming with it, but I'm not getting a hook set, so.
It was kind of like they had it hanging out of their mouth, and then they were swimming around, and then you set the hook, and it pulls the pinchers right off. That was making me mad, man. I used every single rage tail that I had. And the last one that I had got stuck in that tree, you know, when I did my magic
Mondo
trick.
Dini.
I can't tell you how I did that trick. It's super secret.
As always, like,
share,
subscribe.
And if you guys want to keep seeing what we got going on, I suggest you hit that subscribe button like ASAP. And I'm not talking about tomorrow, I'm talking about now. Go ahead and hit it. Then you can see all of our stuff every time it comes out.
Did you forget what day today
Dude, I was celebrating the whole time, bro. It was Mondo Day.
Dude, every day's Mondo season, dude.
I was celebrating all day, man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. We're gonna go ahead and go inside. I gotta wash my dirty little jeans.
Look at my shoes, dude.
Look at my shoes, bro. Anyway, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.